What's up, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Revive Outdoors. I'm excited to go over the ultimate ground hunting seat here from the Amsteel Guy. It's a really great product. It's going to be a really cool tool for those that like to stay on the ground while they're hunting this season and for many seasons to come. He just released it this year, so I'm excited to get into the details. On the first part of this episode, we'll go through all the details of the seat, and then in the second part of the episode, we'll go through actually putting it on a tree and showing you how it works from both a tree and just sitting it flat on the ground. And so we'll go through all those details. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, just want to say thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. What that does is it helps YouTube see that you like this content. You hit the subscribe button, it's going to push it out to people just like you, so it helps support us and our mission in reaching more people to make a positive and eternal impact through conservation. But in today's episode, let's talk about the Stolek from the Amsteel Guy. I don't know about you, but I am starting to feel that itch. The slightest little cool breeze on the back of my neck, and I immediately start thinking about chasing these majestic white-tailed deer and making memories in the woods this season with friends. I am excited, but one of the most important things I believe we have to do is dial in our system. Check out our gear, make sure we have it ready to come efficient. Welcome to Gear Season 2024. So in starting this episode, I want to do something that a lot of people have asked me to do, something that I've never really done before is I want to weigh this seat. So let's see how much it weighed. So it's coming in with the mounting straps and everything. It is locked in at 5.3 pounds. So 5.3 pounds. Let's talk about a little bit more of the details. So the way that I have been carrying this, I've just been doing this right here. Used it in Kansas on my hunt a few times, and so just have it there, and then I'll kind of tie this all up. But you can see how easy it would be to carry, and then you have your hands completely free, and you don't have to worry about it moving around or clinging around or having a separate even backpack for it or anything. If you did have a backpack, super easy to strap it on with that as well, or at the end of the day, it is only 5 pounds, so you could carry it. But that right there is going to be how I carry it. So now I want to talk about the details of the seat itself and what all it comes with. If you're a person in this video that you don't care about this part, you just want to see how it works on the tree, then skip forward to that part of the video. But for those of you that want to know all the ins and outs, I provide this portion of the video for you. So this is how the seat is going to fold out here. So you can see it's going to fold out. It's got that short back to it, and then that longer seat. It is really comfortable and really sturdy. You can put this straight down on the ground if you want to, but if you're somebody who wants to put it into the tree, you can see it's got the teeth on the back so it can grab onto the tree. It's going to have 2 eye loops here in the back, and then it's going to have 2 attachment pieces here, kind of like standoffs on the side. And what you're going to have with it is you're going to have 2 straps. One strap is going to secure the base to the tree where the teeth are, and so you're going to go around these standoffs here, go around the tree, and then attach it back there, and then cinch that strap down. And so that's going to be this strap right here. It's your normal cam buckle strap that you're going to have on most stands and sticks this day and age. The other strap that it's going to come with is going to be like a cam strap that has daisy chain slots in it, and that's what's going to go through the top eye loops and then around to those standoffs on each side, so you can adjust the way that the seat is sitting. So if you want to adjust it up or down, you have that option. But that's going to be really the details of the seat. It is a really nice, simple and not complex setup, but it's got 2 bars on each side, so if you want to carry it with each side, it's going to hold, and then you can just kind of stow it away by wrapping these straps around. But what we'll do now is jump on over to the tree and show you how we attach it that way. All right, so let's walk up to the tree, and I want to show you kind of a step-by-step up close of what I would do if I am getting ready to hunt out of this. So I'm just going to put my one leg against it just to have some leverage to hold it up against the tree. I'm always personally going to leave just one side attached to each standoff, just to make it save some time and make sure I don't lose the strap. But you're just going to go around the tree, nice and simple, and you're going to attach it over here to this standoff. And then Once it's attached to that standoff, you're just going to cinch that strap tight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull out and then push in, make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'm going to raise up the back here. I've already got it attached to the standoff over here on the left and through that eye loop on the left. So I'm just going to pull it around and put it through this side. You can see, just pull it through just like that. And say that you are wanting it to come up a little, you're kind of missing the kind of daisy chain portion of the strap that you want to put it in, you can just kind of lift it up and then let it sit back down into it. So that's how simple it is, and then you're ready to hunt. So from a positioning standpoint, this would be a little high for me personally, unless you're somebody who is wanting to hunt with a tripod. So if you have a tripod right here that you're hunting with, or you have something like the extra arm that moves around and allows you the ability to shoot, then great. But if you're like me and you're wanting to get low to the ground but still be attached to the tree, and then you can use your leg to prop up with whatever weapon you're wanting to aim with, you can do that by just simply moving it further down the tree. And so what I would do in this case, if I've got it a little high, I would just go ahead and loosen that eye loop, loosen the strap, and then go ahead and slide it down pretty much to the base of the tree here, is where you're going to end up wanting it, just because the way that it sits on this particular piece of ground. And so you're going to tighten this up here, and so you can still ground hunt and have the exact same experience that you would any other time, but yet you're gonna be a lot more comfortable than just sitting on the ground on your butt. And so remember, you want that to be up and kind of completing a 45-degree angle down to the stand. But that right there is going to be probably where I'm hunting with it, so I can use my knees or my legs to hunt off of. But I also like being a little bit lower down to the ground, because I'm going to be eye level with the animals and creatures that are about in the woods, so you're going to be able to detect their movement a little bit more when you're lower to the ground. But if you're wanting to ground hunt like I do 80-90% of the time, then you can stay comfortable with this versus without it. And so it's a really nice feature. I used it in Kansas a couple of times and really loved it, so I'm excited to use it the rest of this season. But as with all of our videos, if you have any questions, please let us know. We're here to help. But before we close out, I'll go ahead and show you how easy it is to take off the tree and how I would strap it away. And so same thing, you're just going to loosen that Amsteel, or that kind of daisy chain strap there, bring it back around the tree, loosen up this strap, take it off the standoff, and then it's ready to come off the tree there. What I'm going to do simply with this, so I don't lose it, is I'm just going to come around a couple of times. I'm going to lengthen out this strap, and I'm going to come around it a couple of times, and then I'm going to tie it back to the standoff. And then here with the bottom strap, you can leave that attached, so that way it's ready to go for your next hunt. And then you can just run this around however you really want to get it all nice and neat for being packed away. But that will allow you to kind of reach over here and take that elastic loop and just attach it to something there, so it is out of the way, so you can see it is nice and compact tight away. Or you can do what I showed you earlier. You can pop this off, and then if you're wanting to use this as a strap on the way out, you can do that as well. So you would just take and say, hey, you know, I'm going to go through the eye loop and the standoff just like I did when it was on the tree, except for now it's closed up. I'm going to kind of measure out, yep, that's about where I want my back strap. And then you're going to just put that part of like the daisy chain attachment there on the standoff, keep tension, and then put it on your back and head out of the woods. If you're wanting to use the chair seat on the ground just like this, you can see that because it's got that longer base to it and a shorter back, it allows you to kind of lean back and be comfortable in it. Or you could sit up and still be comfortable. But if you're wanting to ground hunt with the Stolek, you could pair it with something like this extra arm, nice, cool, lightweight ground hunting setup. to where you can ground hunt wherever you want to go. You have the flexibility of a shooting rest, tripod in your backpack, this on your back, and you can really do anything, short range, long range. You'll be ready. But this is a really neat setup that you can combine together. If you haven't seen the episode with Extra Arm, be sure to check that out as well. And just wanted to show you that, the ground aspect of it. You can just set it right on the ground and use it. This would be good for turkey hunting as well. Be sure to jump on over to their website, use code REVIVE for 10% off. And just want to say thank you so much for watching this episode. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Revive Outdoors. If you're not familiar with us, we're a nonprofit based here in Alabama, and our mission is to make a positive and eternal impact through conservation. The way that we do that is we take brand new adult hunters on one-on-one mentored hunts. To date, since late 2020, when we started Revive Outdoors, we've taken 303 brand new adult hunters on one-on-one mentored hunts. Out of those hunts, we've seen 37 people come to know the Lord through salvation in Jesus Christ. And then we've also seen 97 people be referred to mental health services to take their next step towards getting help in the mental spectrum, not just the spiritual one. We've also raised about $6,000 this past year to go to families in needs in our local community. So we're making a huge impact, and we're thankful for people like you watching today's episode and helping with that. For the companies that you see on these episodes, they play some part financially and gear in different ways to provide for us as a nonprofit as well. So be sure to use our codes. They track those to see that you're going and buying their products from our videos, so we're super grateful for them. And then our 3 legacy sponsors are Spartan Forge, Buzzard Roost Saddles, and Native Sense. If you're not familiar with them, Spartan Forge is an AI-based technology. We actually use their technology in their app, so they have typical maps that you see in your other platforms, but then they also have this AI deer movement prediction that has helped us harvest a lot of our deer from this past season. We use that day in and day out as we're running these ministry hunts. In addition to that, we also have Native Sense on board. They are a deer urine-based company. I use them for a lot of my mock scrapes. They both have real deer urine and synthetic, depending on what your state allows. And then Buzzard Roost Saddles, their saying is, "We ain't fancy." They're born out of the swamps of Louisiana, and they are some good guys that are making a really good quality saddle. So we're grateful for those 3 legacy sponsors. We thank you again for watching, and we'll get back to this episode.